Welcome to Channel 18 News. I'm Jim Rogers. Let's look ahead to Thursday. A high near 37 and windy conditions. Very cold temperatures are expected Thursday night into Friday morning, lows falling into the teens and lower 20s. A light breeze will also bring a result in wind chills approaching single-digit values. These cold temperatures will have the potential to result in pipes bursting if proper precautions such as opening cabinet doors and wrapping exposed pipes are not taken. A traffic stop by Hopkins County deputies in the 600 block of Gilmer Street Monday at 6:18 p.m. resulted in the arrest of Roy Freeman Burkham, age 59, of Sulphur Springs. Burkham was nervous and led officers to perform a pat-down search. During the search, Burkham gave the deputy permission to search his pockets. There they found several clear plastic baggies that contained a white crystal substance believed to be methamphetamine. As the deputies searched the vehicle, they found a clear syringe that contained methamphetamine. During the Miranda warning, Burkham stated that all the contraband belonged to him. Burkham is in Hopkins County Jail, charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, more than 1 gram, less than 4 grams. Over $20,000 in funded grants for great ideas were distributed Tuesday by Sulphur Springs Independent School District Education Foundation. Foundation members Ryan McKenzie, Don Sapal, Mickey Edens, John Campbell, and Gina Prickett accompanied the Sulphur Springs Independent School District Human Resource and Communication Director Rusty Harden and Superintendent Mike Lamb as they made surprise visits to various campuses in the school district. This is the second year for the foundation to present grants for creative and innovative concepts that are teacher-driven.
There's a kid.
Good morning. We are the Sulphur Springs ISD Education Foundation, and we came to award you a grant that you wrote. And we are excited to give you $3,000.
Thank you for bilingual
books.
I love it. Thank you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for writing it.
Have fun today. This is so exciting.
You have to give a speech. 2 minutes.
We need it. We need bilingual books in our school, so we're super pumped. And I'll use this on 3 different campuses, so I'm excited. Thank you guys.
It's a good picture here. Take cheese, guys. There you go. There you go. Great.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Merry Christmas.
Are you happy, little guy? You're not expecting it.
Is he going with us?
What are you going to do with this money?
We're going to spend $1,000 at SSCS, Travis, and ECLC on bilingual books.
We give it to them. They write a grant. All the classroom teachers submitted a grant, and we looked at all of them. We got 31 this year, and we all looked at them and read them and talked about them and decided which ones we thought fit best with our mission of classroom teachers using innovative ideas and something new in their classrooms.
Who all's on your committee?
We have so much fun. We have Don Sapal, Ryan McKenzie, John Campbell, Mickey Edens, and then Rusty Harden and Mike Lamb from the school district. Miss Gillum's class, is that y'all? Yes! Okay, we are the Sulphur Springs ISD Education Foundation, and we are here to give Miss Anderson and Miss Gillum a grant for some money for a grant that they wrote for you guys. You guys are going on some big field trips. But you know what? You're never going to leave this school. They wrote a grant for virtual reality field trips, and we are going to give them money.
What exactly are you going to do with this?
We are going to take the kids on virtual reality field trips.
How does that work?
We use a virtual reality headset to take them on trips around the world.
Thank you.
Back to class. Back to class.
I gotta think about my high school. This could be labeled as terroristic attack.
We got Hello.
The drum is great.
The drum is great. We may have gotten in trouble with the drum. We are the Education Foundation, and we came to award you your grant that you wrote for canine counselors.
Thank you so much.
It is for $2,356. Congratulations.
Thank you
so
guys.
much for doing it.
Yes,
we look
this
forward
is
to
going to
coming
be
back and
great.
seeing how you did
Yes, and we may have some here for exam week.
it.
So
Oh, great. Yeah, that
that'll
would be
good.
awesome. I want to see
The
it.
kids need to
I wanna see it.
relax.
There you go. Correct.
Oh, thank you. Oh, and some balloons.
Yes, congratulations.
Give us a
Thank
good
you.
photo. Here we go. Perfect. Thank you. All right, let's go.
All right, very excited.
What are you going to do with this?
Well, I'm going to train some of the dogs that I currently have. One is already trained, and they will come to school and visit with the students to help them calm down. Sometimes they will talk to the dogs over the people, and I work with therapy dogs, so we go to hospitals and such, and it does really affect how calm it makes the people feel who are petting the dogs and loving on them. So it's a new trend now in counseling, and the dogs will get to come to school and visit with the kids.
Education Foundation, and we came to award you your grant that you wrote for the mentoring program. And the amount is $1,000.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We appreciate you writing it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look forward to hearing all
All right.
about it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, give us a look right here. Look at us here. There you go.
Thank you very much. You put it to good use.
Thank all the little people that helped me get here today.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, we're sorry about the noise.
No, it's okay.
What are you going to do with this?
Mentor program.
A what?
Mentor program for our students.
Explain that.
Work in progress. Hopefully help some kids do a little bit better in school and outside of school. Achieve some of their goals and dreams.
We are with the Education Foundation, and we came to award you guys your grant that you wrote for pasture to play space, and we can't wait to see it. It is for $2,484. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, we are excited.
Say cheese.
Cheese this way.
There you go.
Very much.
What are you going to do with this?
We are going to make a nice play space that has lots of fun educational things for the kids to do.
We're going to incorporate math, science, and social studies and creative play and make a playground where they can go out and incorporate natural resources with it.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Congratulations. Come on out, guys. Come on out.
Hey, we're looking for Miss Chef's class. Is this it?
One of them, yes.
We are the Education Foundation, and we came to award Ms. Shutt a grant that you wrote for Little Bites. Now I can't remember. Big Bites. Little Bits for Big Bites. For some really cool sounding things that she's going to get for your classroom, and it is for $2,232. Thank you. Congratulations.
we can take a big picture of you guys.
You want to hold that? There you go. Picture?
Okay. Y'all say cheese.
Cheese. We can't wait to come back and see you guys.
Thank y'all very much.
What are you going to do with this?
We are going to investigate how to create using electronics. So we're going to be creating circuits and using our creativity skills to build whatever they can come up with.
And what do you teach?
Computer science.
Okay. Thank you.
That's good. Squeeze in there if you want to squeeze in there. We got to be able to see Miss Ross. Okay. All right, y'all look this way. Say cheese. Cheese. All right. Say money. Money. Hey, say money. We got money. Hold on.
You want to tell me what you're going to do with this?
We got these balls. We're going to have these balls and drumsticks and an exercise program to go along with it, where the kids will be able to get exercise and learn about rhythm too.
Good enough. Thank you.
I'm sorry. Here.
And we came to award you your grant that you wrote about outdoor education. Thank you so much. $1,500. Great. We're going to use this. Sweet.
There you go.
Thank you. Guys, guess what? We're going to get some new equipment.
Or you can take it in cash.
Say new equipment. New equipment.
All right. Here we go. Look at me and say new equipment. Here we go.
Here. Thank you so much. Okay. Congratulations. You want to come back in the spring and see it all. Yeah.
They have no idea what's fixing to come.
We're going to learn how to fish and play disc golf out.
Thank y'all. Taller than you, Ash?
Be good.
Thank you.
I was going to ask you what are you going to do with this, but I think you just answered it.
We're going to buy some fishing rods. We're going to learn how to cast, and we're going to bring in some Texas Department of Health, from out of Cooper Lake, and they're going to show us how to determine the different fishes, and we're going to learn how to fish and maybe join the fishing team when we get to middle school and high school.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Don't throw your junk in my backyard, my backyard, my backyard. Don't throw your junk in my backyard, my backyard's full. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar, vinegar. Fish and chips and vinegar, vinegar. Pop. $1 pop, $2 pop, $3 pop, $4 pop, $5 pop, $6 pop, $7 pop, pop. Yay, I did good.
$4 for, oh,
If you meet Anna Cuevas, you'll remember her more for her interest in life and her joy than her blindness. This local author has her first book out. It's a memoir, In the Land I Did Not Choose, and it's available on Amazon and Kindle.
I got my bachelor's in political science. I got my master's in sociology. I started a second master's in clinical mental health, and I left, and I'm trying to figure out if I want to go back and finish that, or if I actually want to start looking for a PhD in sociology and get that PhD done, because that is something that I hope to accomplish at some point. It may not be in the next year or two, but I do hope to eventually get that.
Well, I feel that if you mean to accomplish something, that you probably will. You have overcome so many obstacles, but on your way, you're finding out, and this is a bigger subject than even this lovely book that is available through Amazon, which we're going to talk about. But what you've discovered is that there's a whole realm of self-help books or information that is not as available to persons with disabilities as there are for regular people.
That's what I found out, and that's what got me to the writing of this book partially. When I was working on my final research project for the master's, I decided I wanted to research pregnancy and disability. And by that I mean pregnant women who have a physical disability. Including blindness, okay. Including women with, what do you call them? Mobility.
Okay.
With mobility impairments. Okay. And I found out that I found a whole bunch of self-help guides that didn't have much information to address their needs.
For the disabled
for women with disabilities.
Okay.
And so I, in my own way, that was the point, I would say, where I really started to discover that when you're physically disabled, people see you a little bit differently. And often enough, we don't want to think, because we are so pushed to think that we're equal, and we are equal. But there are some things that are so subtle and you don't realize. And just to give you an example, when I go to public places, often enough, they will talk to whomever's with me. They won't talk to me. They talk to me in third person. Oh. And people may not realize that, but that's painful, and that's not respectful, because I'm standing there and I can hear them. And so that's when I started to realize, and I started to think about writing, because in 2012, there were 2 self-help guides written especially for women with physical disabilities. Only 2. Both of them. One of them had been written by a British journalist. The other one was written by a woman here in the U.S. But both were, the one written by the British journalist was written in 1990. The one written by the woman here in the U.S. was written in 1990, and she re-edited in 2006. But if you think about it for academic purposes, that's old literature. Mm-hmm. And those were the only 2 that I found, but I didn't find any academic journals. I found some testimonies here and there of other women who had written their testimonies. But I started to think, if there's plenty of statistics for women who get pregnant and are able-bodied, why do we not have the same for women who are disabled? And that was my big push. Okay. It is my way of saying that even though society keeps pushing us to not be main characters in life and not be the protagonist, in many situations, we have the means and the ways to do that too.
Okay.
If with the right adjustments, with the pertinent accommodations, we can do a lot more than we have been given credit for,
yes,
if you will.
That others maybe would think. Now, I want to say that in our chat before we went on the air, you had mentioned that coming to this country and people whom you have met here and as you've progressed through your education have given you the tools to further your education, even in regular public school as a youngster, not just a school for the blind.
Yes. The first 4 more years of my education were in a school for the blind. Ever since then, I have been in public school, and that has been my parents' hope. My parents have always had high expectations for me. They didn't settle for the idea of just having me in a school for the blind. They never settled for the idea of just having me complete high school. My dad and my mom always thought about college, going to a university. And that's something that I started to hear at a very young age. I mean, my dad would read stories to me, and he would tell me, one day you will go to college. And it didn't make sense to me at the time because I was about 5 or 6, and I didn't know what people did in college. But my dad my dad started talking to me about college at a very young age. And that is also very strange because my dad doesn't have a college education. Neither one of my parents is trained in any way, shape, or form to have educated 2 blind women. Because I have a younger sister who's also blind. And yet they have something about them has always pushed them to have high expectations for us. And so also the writing of this book is to thank my parents, and why not to thank all the other parents of children with disabilities who are probably wondering right now, if their children are young, what can be done? Can we really do this? It can be done, and it's my way of saying thank you to all of you for thinking about us, for pushing us, for encouraging us to do a little bit more.
And in the opening line of, I would suppose, the foreword of your book, you use the word memoir in your first line. So is this book, In the Land I Did Not Choose, a memoir?
It's a memoir, yes. It's a part of my personal story. It is the first time I've written because I'm scared of my own writing. But I hope to reach some people out there. I hope that they read and they realize that having a physical disability isn't all sadness. It isn't all happiness. It's everything. It's something that I have embraced fully with all that it entails, the pros and the cons. And often enough, there's still some cons in some basic areas, but there's plenty of pros as well. We have technology has opened up more doors to us than what we had in the past. As I told you before I came in, when I learned how to type, I learned on a typewriter. And now we don't use typewriters. We use computers just like the rest of them. We can use smartphones. We have what are called screen readers. And obviously more will probably come our way. I was listening to a program, I want to say last year. They're designing in France a cane, a smart cane they call it, and it's supposed to have sensors and cameras. I don't know when it'll be out, but they're planning.
Wow.
They're already working on it, and obviously, I do look forward to it.
Sure.
Partially because of me, but partially because of my younger sister. And this is my thing. And I keep thinking, if I don't get to see any of the future advances, I want for my sister to be able to enjoy those things, to be even more autonomous than what she is.
Of course, all of us listening appreciate your intent and admire you for having this cause and this passion now, and using all your experiences and life path and your education to now help someone. And I want to say, when we were talking, you said now the things that might come into the path as an obstacle for a person with a disability, it might be things that you wouldn't first think, even today. Ignorance, indifference,
prejudice, assumptions that when you're disabled you can't think. When you're disabled you can go to a restaurant but you will not be able to order your own food. I mean, it shouldn't be happening, but it is happening. I was telling you prior to the interview that last week I called a local TV channel. And when I spoke to the receptionist to ask her if there was a chance that if they had any kind of special reporting for me to be a part of it so that I could talk about my writing and my book. And I told her, obviously, that I'm blind because there's no reason why I shouldn't say that. I am, and I'm perfectly fine with that. And I said, can I have your email and I can send you the information, including the cover, the front cover. And she said, why do you need my email? How can you write if you're blind? And it was up front somewhat upsetting, but then I realized, people do not know. People do not know much about screen readers, and frankly, I'm not offended. I guess that there's no reason or way for you to know if you don't have to work with them. But that just tells me that, yes, I have to be out there telling people. I have to make myself seen and tell people that, yes, there are some things, there's a such thing as a screen reader.
Yes.
I can type, I can read, I can, like I was showing you my phone. Now I have an iPhone. I fought hard, but I have it now. It talks to me. So these are the things that I want to create awareness about. I want people to see people with disabilities and know that they're not breakable, that they're not to be afraid of them. I mean, we have more in common with able-bodied people than it's often thought about.
You gave me a percentage of persons in the world.
Well, this past Saturday, we celebrated the International Day of Persons with Disabilities, and around the world, I think all of us totaled up together amount to 15% of the population.
15%?
15%. And I was telling a friend of mine on Sunday, I said, you know what? I am very proud to be a part of that 15%. I'm not sure that I have done enough, but I'm sure I want to do some more.
I know that you do, and I think you are
I'm glad to be a part of that exclusive circle.
A very commendable member of that. And I want to talk, now we have only like 2.5 minutes left, and I opened the book. It is a paperback. It has a lovely cover, In the Land I Did Not Choose. It is a memoir. It starts with you coming to this country and ending up, I'm not sure where because I have not read the book.
Well, it's ending up in saying that this country is the country that has given me. It's ending up by saying that in this country I realize that I am a human being and my strength is not determined by my physical appearance or my disability. It is what I want to do. It is for me to know that I have to keep moving forward, because if some folks have the option to give up, I do not have that luxury. I have a younger sister who has the same genetic disorder that I do, and she looks up to me. I need to keep walking one step ahead of her to make sure that when she gets to where I am, she's safer than I am right now. And so that's my goal. That is to say that I want to give back to the country that gave me. I want to give back to all the people that have worked with me.
And many of them are named in this. I'm hoping that people will want to purchase this book. Can I ask you its cost on Amazon?
I think it's $8, and I'm getting ready to start running a promotion.
Okay.
If people want it on Kindle, though, they can do that as well. Now people read on Kindle, and that's an option if anybody wants to download it.
Okay.
I'm not too good with the electronic format, and I'm still trying to work on on checking all that out. Okay.
And our time is running very short. The name of the book, In the Land I Did Not Choose. Do you say Anna or Ana?
Ana.
Ana
Yes.
L. Cuevas, who lives in Sulphur Springs. And you can find this online. And please get that and read it and enjoy it. And I think that if you do or do not have a disabled person in your circle of friends or family, that this will mean a great deal to you. And as you now are knowing Anna and her ongoing journey.
According to the Department of Family and Protective Services, in 2015 alone, 27,895 Texas children were placed into CPS custody. 23.5% of those children were under the age of 3. With growing numbers of children placed in custody and the need for foster or adoptive parents is increasing, an information meeting has been scheduled January 9th, 5:30 p.m. at the Way Bible Church located at 674 FM 2560 in Sulphur Springs. Don't forget the community is invited to donate new blankets for senior adults. The Sulphur Springs Senior Citizens Center, along with Sulphur Springs Corvette Club, is conducting a blanket drive Tuesday, December 6th, and Wednesday, December 7th, from 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. at Celebration Plaza. KSST will be doing a live remote from the square on Wednesday, and we'll be doing brief updates Tuesday evening. Bring your new blankets to Celebration Plaza to donate to keep our senior citizens warm. Here's Don Julian with sports.
Sulphur Springs Athletic Director Greg Owens is asking media members to let local businesses know that a group is soliciting merchants' money to sponsor an ad on a baseball poster that does not support our students or benefit SSISD in any way. The group is identified as Elite Designs Advertising Sales. Wildcats baseball coach Jared Hammock said that he didn't know anything about the poster. Coach Owens says if someone wants to support our students, they should contact him at the high school. He adds most of the time a school person will contact a business to ask for their support. Athletes sell Wildcat cards that benefit their sports team. Football coaches solicit ads for a football poster. Softball and baseball coaches sell advertising signs for stadium fences. The tennis coach sells signs for fences at the tennis complex. Basketball coaches sell signage for the SSHS gym. Cheerleaders sell ads for football programs, and cheerleader sponsors also accept shirts and balls and other items for use at sporting events. Again, to local businesses, the current baseball poster solicitation does not support SSISD or its students, so buyer beware.
Thanks for watching Channel 18 News. Have a great evening.